Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, listen, I'm back. I'm back. All right. And I have enhanced the audio. Okay. So you all know how I do this. Typically the way that I do this is um I will essentially, I come live primarily for those on Facebook and other platforms that I don't, that don't have like the upload feature or premiere feature, right? And, I have to keep in mind that I have other audiences. So that's why I come and do these lives this way. But after this live, you will be automatically directed or redirected to a premiere that's going to take place on YouTube, in which you will be able to watch the video with all the enhanced audio without my commentary. All right. You won't have to worry about listening to me talk or speak or anything. So just to keep that in mind, I'll drop a link as we get close to that. But listen, I'm really glad that I enhanced this audio. I've listened to it several times, and all I can say is the more you listen to it, the more pissed off I get at Kadejah. I feel like Kadejah should be charged with first-degree murder. This is very disturbing. Okay. Now, there's no murder scenes on video or nothing like that. There's no gore. There's none of that. And if there was, I'd absolutely not even show you that. But I am going to put up the viewer discretion advised button. Okay. You will not see anything, but I do advise that really children don't need to hear this. Okay. What you're about to hear. Now, you're only going to have about 5 minutes of real video in the very beginning. The rest of the video, during the video, the lens was facing down. Okay. So you're not going to be able to see anything. So I advise you to put on your earphones right now, because earphones is best in this situation. And I have enhanced this audio to top peak. I couldn't enhance it anymore. And it lends a lot of light, even more light to the situation. So here we go. Again, I will premiere this without my commentary immediately after. Anyone who's here will be automatically redirected, but I'll make sure to pin a link in the chat. Let's go.
Haven't you ever heard of a killer? I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
Somebody said, look at LeakYou video. What the fuck is LeakYou? Is it like a site? What's LeakYou? LeakYou. Is it a YouTube channel? Oh, shit. A nigga got... all right, bet. Here we go.
Yeah, people want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 60. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama.
If you don't need your mama kid over here trying to cook something to eat. Why is there got to be a question about do I need to cook for the kids? Why is there a question?
And he don't never have to question. He don't want to question everybody's loyalty. But where is his loyalty at? But he want to talk about me when I am not doing. He want to talk about me when I'm not doing. Talk about unnecessary. Then he talking about calling the police. Talk about I'm gonna get my stuff. But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even
He can't even come here and cook for these kids.
He can't come here and cook for the kids.
He got to be at work at 8 o'clock.
Nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9.
Okay, but he still got time to cook for these kids.
And then he got to go pick up his. He got to go pick up his buddy from his job, Law.
Well, he need to tell Law he need to get his mama car and go to work.
He pick up his brother-in-law, take him to work back and forth every day.
I ain't got nothing to
but then,
nobody and helping nobody,
but he can't put gas in both cars.
What I'm saying, if Law ain't getting him.
Okay, before, again, I'm providing commentary right now. I will be premiering the non-commentary version of this video immediately after. I'm going to drop a link to that for you guys before this live is over. So make sure you stay tuned. If I drop it now, you guys it'll be available to you. And I'm going to be premiering it. So the mother did not help this situation at all. And the main question coming into my mind is like, why aren't you in there cooking for the kids? Like, you are their mother, right? Okay. I want to give a shout out to Just Say No to Sco. I was watching him earlier, regarding this case. Commentary absolutely on fucking point, in my opinion. But I was going to say something else. He mentioned something. Well, maybe it'll come back to me.
No gas money to go to work. Talking about people got stuff. Okay, he want to put it like that.
Oh, it came back to me. Sorry. Sco showed some things on Kadejah's page, right, on her Facebook page, right. Posts that she was making, towards her husband, calling him gay, saying that her husband's gay, just all sorts of really fucked up shit. I mean, and was tagging him in this shit. She was actually tagging him in these posts, okay? And hold on, let me actually grab something. Okay, so she hold on, I want to pull it up and show you. There we go. Got it. So, off the cuff, Jesus Christ. Understood, Summer. Good to see you. Hey, Talia, we are back. Yes, we are back now. After this, I air, usually the way I'll do it is, I'm providing the commentary now, but I will be airing the video without my commentary. And so I recommend everyone put on earphones. But look at this. Look at what look at the page. Look at her page. All right. This was yesterday at 7:08 a.m. This was minutes before the murder. He was shot at 7:30. It was around 7:30 a.m. Okay. This is 7:08 a.m. Just not even 20 minutes before the shooting happened. I have a bisexual husband. All right. And I think that's why all these rumors are popping up. And of course, people are taking advantage of the comment sections, posting, links to their porn and all that type of thing. But national sale and lease manager fucks his employees, right? And then she's literally tagging her fucking husbands. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Posting, I guess she got up in his Facebook, and these are all things, There she posts a photo with her son the day before. Okay, it's obvious there is something going on. So shout out to Just Say No to Sco for even showing that, because I thought that, this lends even more to the mindset of what was going on with her when she did what she did. And it just and then coupled with this enhanced audio, you're gonna be able to hear things. And she lies immediately. I agree, Talia. I agree. I think it's just her just trying to humiliate him. I don't believe that he was bisexual. And if he was, why do we care? It's none of our business. This man is dead. murdered.
Oh, I got stuff to do too.
Now, listen, I am still looking for a copy of this video. If you were screen recording this video and you actually got the comments, please let me know. I will provide a link for you to upload that because I want to know what the fuck was so goddamn important that she was reading, okay? That was so important on this Facebook Live, the way she kept looking at that phone.
I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I'm over here putting the rest.
Yeah, what you on the phone with?
Uncle, bro. Boom. I'm talking about uncle. Shut
I'm over here.
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. If I'm, give me my phone, bro. Don't share
What is the
some
conversation you want to have?
What's the conversation?
Get out my
He
phone.
said, what's the
Don't touch
conversation?
me. Don't touch me. I call the police over here. Do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have?
Go get on me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
Oh, I'm finna send in. Don't get she touch me.
Ain't nobody touching you.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
have nobody over here.
Oh,
What is
baby,
the
she
conversation?
tell your daughter to keep.
What's the conversation you want to have?
Oh, I'm finna send in. Don't get she touch me.
Ain't nobody touching you.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
have nobody over here.
Oh,
What
baby,
is
she
the conversation?
tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the
Tell your
conversation?
daughter to keep her hands on me.
You the one slap me. You the one slap me. Hit me now. Hit me now.
Keep her hands on me.
What's I'm still asking what is the conversation?
Oh man, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get out. I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my.
No, you want to go tell your family about this, about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from over here in peace, man. I ain't trying to argue at all.
Ain't nobody.
Let me take my car key off.
Them my keys.
Stop. What is the conversation?
No, what's the conversation? What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on. Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
understand.
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem. And then, like I said, this is your family. You supposed to be here, helping, taking care of
No, he ain't
these
straight.
kids.
No, you're
not good because you're not here taking care of these.
Listen, man. Listen, I have to say this. Jeremy worked, all right? He worked a job, all right? He had a J-O-B. And for all intents and purposes, honestly, when I was like perusing through his profile, again, shout out to Sco, you know, it really seems like he's just your normal everyday dude. Got 4 fucking kids with this chick. And through all the posts of her, you know, embarrassing him, tagging him, telling people he's gay, telling people he's cheating on her, all this stuff. He even made a post where he even like makes like a statement. And he's like, you know, me and my wife were just human. But those are my kids, all 4 are by the same woman, you know, that sort of thing, you know, and it goes on and on and on. It's just like the fact that he even felt like he had to do that is so beyond fucked up. But it really seems like he really loved his kids. Now, he worked. He was what, 26, 27, something like that. Do you know how many men in his position that ain't worth a motherfuck that won't get off their ass to get a job to save their fucking lousy lives? And he's actually trying. And so you make it even more difficult on him. From my understanding, they were up all night arguing and fighting all night long. So, you know, you're fighting with him. You're keeping him up all night. No, it's kind of, I hate to say this, but it's like, no wonder why he's cheating on you. You get what I'm saying? I mean, when you run into situations where, you know, it's constant fucking confrontation and shit like that with your supposed to be significant other, you're not even going to want to fuck the person no more. You get what I'm saying? And then you know, you got 4 kids and you got these ties. They're not so easy to break. His Facebook page is absolutely full, chock full of how much he loved his children, pictures of him and his children. This bitch here, straight trash. Straight trash. Her and her mama. Straight garbage. Her and her fucking trashy ass mama. She get it from her mama. Straight like that.
He wanna go call everybody.
Keep your hands on me. Don't touch me again.
Touch you.
Jason, sit there.
No.
We'll make it easy.
The good thing about this audio, you actually can hear her slapping him. All right. She done slapped him twice. He done told her, don't touch me. All right. Mom's sitting there. I don't hear mom saying anything about Deja, you know, get your hands off of him, you know, not at this moment. But he's telling her, don't fucking touch me. She does it again. And like, you know, basically, you know, challenges the dare, I guess you could say.
Stand on him. I'm gonna do it just like that. Stand on him.
Ain't nobody finna come over here and do nothing.
Get your hands off me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
Jesus, stop.
Stand there on me, Jason.
Ain't nobody coming over here.
Help me, bro. Sit down. Get your motherfucking hands on me, bro. Stop touching me, bro.
Stop.
Stop touching me.
I'm gonna kill you. Murder scene,
Okay, so the thing that you're going to have to do, and this is something that I have found in my life, you're going to have to listen to this audio, you know, a couple of times to define the different voices, who's talking, that sort of a thing. And I've been pretty much able to determine that at this point. But before she shoots this fucking gun, she says twice she's going to kill him. Okay? She's sitting there saying, murder scene, okay?
Touch me again. Let go. Touch me. Touch me again. Touch me a motherfucking again.
He's telling her, don't touch me again.
Touch me again.
ain't nobody finna do
Don't go to
that.
put my gun
Ain't
on me.
nobody
He's saying, you're pointing a gun at me.
finna do nothing.
Open this house, buddy.
The mom's saying, nobody's going to do anything. Stop. Deja, stop.
Don't worry
Ain't
about it. Don't worry about it. Touch me again. Touch me again.
Stop. Yeah.
Touch me again.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah,
Touch me
bitch.
again.
Stop.
So mom's saying stop over and over. She's saying, yeah, bitch, yeah. Okay. That's the define there. Okay.
Stop. I'm not over here for this.
Motherfucker gonna keep her
I'll
hands
kill
on me,
your
bro.
ass tonight, bitch.
I will kill your ass tonight, bitch. Now, this is the part where after this gunshot goes off, you really need to have your earphones on. All right. Because you're going to hear conversations taking place that were very, very, very low before. And we can hear them much better now. But I advise you to put on earphones.
Stop. Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Yeah, people so
Stop.
fucking, man. No, I lose my shoes on me.
Okay.
Oh, you ain't getting that.
He's saying he wants to get his shoes out of a closet. She's telling him, you're not going to get anything. Everything in this house belongs to me. She's pulling one of those moves, right?
Everything in this house belongs to me. Stop. Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Cause then y'all wonder why the kids.
Oh my God. She shot him. Okay. He was shot in the back of the head from my understanding, but we're waiting on the autopsy report. So you just keep that in mind. Okay. You keep that in mind. The shot is in the back of the head. All right. Because she's about to start trying to lay some lies down. I don't want to go to jail. First thing she said, I don't want to go to jail. The baby was in the room when this happened. There was an actual child in the room when the shooting happened. There were other children there as well. I believe they were upstairs, but yes, there is an actual child in that room when she shot him. So you can hear the child right now, you know, in the background there. And that's the beautiful thing of enhancing this audio. You can hear so much. The newborn, yes, Talia. Newborn baby, okay? Newborn. Okay, now I also want to tell you this. During this incident, all right, Jeremy had been in contact on the phone with I believe his uncle. His family ends up making it over to the home, okay? They end up making it over to the home. And some of what you're going to hear is Jeremy's mother, okay? And she's seething with anger. Seething. Okay, so what you're hearing is she is saying, Misha, I'm sorry, why did I say Misha? Kadejah. She is saying, cover him up. Now, the person you hear crying in that background is his mother. She has arrived on the scene, okay? And then she's going to get to trying to explain what happened. What a cold-blooded bitch, you know? This child is crying, I want my daddy, and she says, your daddy's dead? Help! Yes, I did tell you. The gun went off! She says the gun went off. No, Jenny! I didn't know one in the chamber! She said she didn't know there was one in the chamber. Listen, you hear her cocking the gun. You hear her like pick the weapon up. There's no question in my mind that she picked that weapon up after she shot it. You can hear her cocking that gun, talking about she didn't know there was one in the chamber. Y'all, if you didn't know, okay, if you got a semi-automatic weapon of any kind with the clip, you should always check the chamber. Even if the clip is out of the gun, there could always be a bullet in that chamber. Okay, that's like numero uno. But yes, she says that, and then you can hear her cocking it. It's funny because the police never found that clip per the audio we were listening to. Baby. Come on, stay with us. Please. Come on. Please. She's basically screaming, all right, Jeremy, stay with me, stay with me. Wake up. He proceeds to pray to the Lord to save him. And after she said she didn't mean to, tells her children to go in the room. All right. Now, this is the part where you're going to need to focus, and I'm even going to stop talking right now because Jeremy's mother's there, okay? And, you know, if you focus in and you know, you'll be able to hear what their conversation is. But she goes to explaining, and you know, I'm just going to let it go here. But earphones are best. You can hear the mother saying, help me, help me. He told you to stop. She's like, I know, I know. All right, now the mother then proceeds to tell Kadejah, don't touch him. Get away from his body. She's absolutely seething with anger. Rightfully so. I believe that's why she said to cover him up, guys. When she said that, because the mother was walking up. That's why she said that. It was so weird, right? But she's going to even say it again. Cover his head. The mother was walking up. There's something subconscious about that act when one murders another one. They want to almost like wash it away. And so they cover it up, right? Yeah. And the dumb bitch ran out and left the baby in the room. Yep. Trifling trash box. She's saying she didn't try to, right? She's talking to Jeremy's mother right now, okay? You hear a line? We were fighting and he was trying to take the gun out of my hand. And it went off. And his mother's saying, I told him to leave and go out the door. She's saying he tried to take the gun out of her hand, that he pulled it. And it went off. Then she goes on to say, he pushed me. Hey, Bad Company. Now you can hear the mother saying you gave him too much to do. You were giving him too much to do. Trying to, he was working, I'm sure we'll get more information, but that's what the mom's saying.
Stay with me! No, baby, stay! My baby's in there. I know. I'm trying to wrap up his head.
She's saying, she's trying to wrap his head up, and the mom's like, please don't. Okay, the mother's telling her to get away from him. He's about had enough of this lady.
Y'all please stay upstairs. Y'all stay upstairs, please. Where my daddy? No, baby, no. Somebody. Get her out of here. My husband is dead. My kids in there.
Hey, you stay out here.
My newborn baby in there. And my baby in there. My baby in there. Who was testing?
Where's the kids?
And he pulled.
Alright, stay out here. Hey, any kids in here?
My baby's on the bed, sir.
Hey, where they at upstairs?
No, I'm just like.
Hey, they upstairs? They're right here.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. The weapon is under your foot, man.
Get out there now.
Y'all got gloves?
I do not.
See.
She said she's trying to.
Yeah. Hey, everybody up there? Hey, this is the sheriff's department, okay? Y'all okay? It's okay. It's okay. All right. Breathe. Did y'all two up there? Okay. Hey, Pat, is there a back door?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all got some shoes you come get on? Yeah. All right. Y'all got some shoes.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just breathe. Yeah, just put your shoes on, okay? Okay, you got that weapon secured?
I do not. I'm gonna leave it right here for right now.
Okay. I'm about to bring these kids down. We'll go out the back.
Just check on me just to make sure. Hey, see, everything down. We'll bring them out back.
Yeah, we'll go
How
out
many
the
is
back door.
2 infants.
There. Oh, you got infants downstairs? Yeah. All right.
We got 2 infants in here. Can we bring them out also? In here, David.
Okay. Hey, I'm coming down with these
2
two.
juveniles here. Y'all just look that way, okay?
Wait. We need to find them somewhere to go. Just take them out back right now.
Yeah, y'all go out here and back, sit down on the back porch, okay?
Yeah.
Can y'all do that for me?
Take care of them right now. Somebody needs to stay with them. Right.
They're in that front bedroom.
Hey, you want me to stay with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys, listen. So let me just pause for a moment because I've been letting it go. So this happened yesterday to those of you that I see in the Facebook chat coming in. Thank you very much, Bad Company. I appreciate you. Hey, we're just trying to do this and do it right with true crime commentary. But you all know how I do. Immediately after this live, I will be premiering this video without my commentary. And I recommend you have, some earphones because you can absolutely hear so much more in this enhanced version. They had been fighting all night, and she had been blasting him on Facebook for several months, it appears. Everything down from him cheating on her, saying he was gay, all this sort of stuff, right? Which is why I think we see some of these rumors flying. But she was absolutely the aggressor in this situation, and she shot him. Now she's claiming, and she claims to the mother. She then is going to claim to the police, and you're going to hear the detectives come in. They don't believe her story just based on the way his body is lying, the position of the gun, and where the gunshot took place at. So, because you Facebookers and you Twitchers and you Twitterers won't, see that premiere, I will drop a link to it once we're close to the end here. I'll be premiering it after. Now, those of you that are on YouTube, you will be automatically redirected to the premiere if you don't click on anything. So, but let's continue. Detectives are going to be arriving here any moment. You will hear this. I don't think they realized at first they're being recorded, but let's listen in.
We check pulse. No, that she said they're fighting in the ground. If you can check him right now, really don't need to move nothing, like run no tests or anything. If you can just do that, because we got to process the thing. Understand?
You hear her talking about he pulled my hand and the gun just shot.
Okay. Do you guys have any information on him?
We don't, not yet.
Absolutely, Talia. Y'all
haven't
definitely
got there.
share it
Letting the scene-
and get it out there. Let people know about it.
Is there another way for us to
Y'all go through the bank if y'all want to do that.
Yeah, since he's got calendar, I don't want to keep moving everything around.
Y'all hit that like button for me. I ain't asking for no money or nothing. Spent my time. You don't mind. It'll help me in the algorithm if you could hit that like button. I really appreciate you.
Recording.
It's on TikTok.
Okay, so the police officer sees the phone, picks it up, says, "Is it recording?" The other cop, there's another cop standing there, says it's on TikTok. But this was on Facebook Live, so I don't know. I don't know if she maybe had another app open or had you can dual app or whatnot now. So I'm not sure, but you can tell by their reaction. They're like, "Oh wow, she's actually recording this."
What chat was going
Hey,
on.
one of y'all step out here on the EMS guy.
Oh, how's it? If you want to stay now, I'll do it.
That enhanced audio is everything, ain't it? It makes a difference. Let me tell you. You can still hear Tom. Help me, help me.
Yeah, I don't want you in here saying this if you don't need to.
You see anything in there with his ID? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I ain't gonna touch that on him. Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Yep, that was his mother saying, "Get away from him, get away from him." She kept trying to cover his head up, kept trying to cover his body up, and she was like, "Get the fuck away from my son." Yep. Here in a moment, you're going to hear police talking about her story and how she just started spilling her guts as soon as she seen the officer and how it's not matching up with what they're seeing.
What's that? Give me, we're gonna get the kid. Just grab one, hand him to Pat. Best you can. We got a couple of people out here that's gonna take care of you. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Oh, it's okay, Bubba. Got her one. Is there two or? Two. Just two. Just two? Okay. No. Yeah, patent. Okay. Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. That's almost like it's fighting on the floor or something.
This is a pretty important part here. Now, periodically, you're going to hear these wind chimes, and those wind chimes is Jeremy's cell phone steady blowing up, right? But right now, what you're about to hear is the police officers talk about the placement of his body and basically how her story does not match what they're seeing.
I mean, they fighting, and she pulled the gun. How the hell did he damn flying around like that?
So he basically said, well, if they're fighting and he pulled the gun, how the hell did he sling around like that? Talking about the placement of his body.
His body is not in that position.
His body is not in that position. Like,
The gun, they wasn't, because I mean, the gun's over here, and he was shot in the back of the head.
now they're saying the gun's over here, but he was shot in the back of the head, right? So although we're waiting for the autopsy report from the medical examiner before we can really say where that gunshot happened, fact of the matter is he was shot in the back of the head. We get that information, and I feel confident in saying it because I'm listening to the officer talk while he's literally sitting there looking at Jeremy's body, okay? So you tell me how the fuck that's an accident. The back of the head. He was trying to walk out that door, and she didn't want him to really leave. And she shot him in the back of his head. She wasn't even woman enough to actually face him and shoot him in the face. She had to do it when he turned his back.
and he fell that way. He was walking away, and I bet she shot him.
Hear him? He was walking away, and I bet she shot him. The gun doesn't even have a clip in it. You couldn't even hear that in the original audio. So this enhancement really, really turned out well. He goes on to say it doesn't have the mag in.
Or maybe another weapon somewhere else.
Or maybe there's another weapon somewhere else. But again, with semi-automatic weapons, you don't have to have a mag in. If you when you cock that gun, when you have a clip in, you cock that gun. Originally, whenever you first did it, you put a bullet in that chamber. Okay? You can take that clip out and leave it out. You still got a bullet in that chamber. And if you fire that trigger, you are going to shoot that bullet. Her claim was, oh, I didn't know there was a bullet in the chamber. And you could hear her cocking the gun. You hear them? They straight up, nah, she caused this. Yeah, exactly. This is why you never play with guns. I just bought a brand new gun. I just got a brand new gun, not even a week ago. Brand new 9mm Smith & Wesson. Beautiful gun. Nice gun. But I'm also a single woman that lives alone. And I feel like I need protection because all the bad people out here have more power than I do. But I need something. I can't be sitting around here, I've got enemies and all type of crazy shit. Right? But I've always had one. But I just felt like it was time for something fresh, something new. And I just gave one to a family member and shit like that. I just felt like I needed to do what I needed to do. And I'm glad I did. I feel very comfortable. And that motherfucker's on my nightside table every day. It's like straight like that. Man, a motherfucker could just break in this bitch and try to rape me and kill me or something crazy like that, right? So anyway, but back to this. That's why I know that type of stuff, but I can also give a shout out to my dad because he taught me all that because I've owned guns since I was very young in my early 20s. And that was one of the first things that he taught me. And I mean, I've seen this happen so many times where people, ain't got a clip in it. Damn, like, sure, it don't have a clip in it, but is there a bullet in the damn chamber, Yeah, absolutely. It's my best friend. Yep. If the clip was out, when she cocked it, the bullet would have fell out. There's some audio of that, Tony Snow, earlier in. Maybe we'll go back and take a look at that. Now, during...
What ID unit is that, right?
Okay, we're just listening in here.
Just go miss there.
And they did mention having that cartridge. So it ejected. And you're right. Most guns don't have safety. You're absolutely right about that. The safety is to put the lock on it. Like my new gun does not have a safety. The safety is putting the gun lock on it. But honestly, that was my preference. I don't have any small children in my home, and frankly, I don't want to be trying to fumble with a safety, trying to get it off safety if I need to shoot somebody straight like that. So now when I have my grandchildren around or whatever, it's never going to be around and that sort of a thing. It'll be locked and all that. But when I'm by myself, that bitch is ready to go and locked and loaded.
Hey, Sometimes just talking like.
as all of you should be. And honestly, I don't that whole criminal record thing, I think that shit is as far.
7.2 is when we're able to get somebody to speak. I got things.
Yes, Talia, she did come back in that room.
David said, "Come out here with us. I'm gonna leave Pat in here."
Yeah.
There are a bunch of people starting to show up. All right. I had to do some riot control. All right.
LC2.
And there's no real evidence that he beat her either. I just want to say that. I mean, I know that she did say something about that he had slapped her before, and he didn't deny it. But what he did say is, keep your hands off me. So not saying that makes it right, but it seemed to me she had a really bad habit of putting her hands on him. And it's one of them things like, these women are beating on these men, like these men are much stronger than you. So why would you put yourself in a position where you're in a fight that you cannot win? And it's just going to get crazy. And look where it ends up leading to, and now he's dead. And all those young children, newborn, brand new. There was a photo of him in the room with her after she had the baby. He was lying there asleep in the hospital room with her. How many of you have had children and the man that got you pregnant wasn't even there? Yeah.
Show me insertion route.
But he definitely did not attack her at all in this. There was no attack on his part. She was the aggressor. Absolutely. Absolutely the aggressor the whole fucking time. And her mom just made it worse, you know? It was like she was chastising him, and she just made the shit totally worse. All right, so now what you're hearing is their heat or AC unit kicks on. You're gonna hear it for a little while, and they're still there processing the scene. I'm sure they're being a little quieter because they know that phone is sitting there recording, right? But there is gonna be more said here, so
There is there's a baby bag, look like or something. Is that what you need?
like that bad company, you know what I mean. I'm talking about when you're giving birth to the baby. What's up, Expect Us? Yeah, Sonny. Yeah, this was so malicious. And the way she was even treating him days leading up to this, I think she planned to kill him on that Facebook Live. I really do. She wanted to go super viral. Back. Yeah, he was there for his kids, all four of them, like a ball and chain, baby.
Hey, the gun doesn't even have a mag in it.
Cop says the gun doesn't even have a mag in it. No, I gotta say, like, even though mom was saying stop several times, she still was not helping the situation. She woulda did better, like, getting really aggressive with her daughter, maybe, like, getting up in her fucking face, trying to get that gun out of her hand. Because at the very beginning, it was like her and her daughter most definitely was in sync, right? That type of thing. And she was, like, talking to him in a way that was really kinda demeaning, embarrassing. If you're a mother-in-law, you gotta be gentle with those types of things. And, to me, I just felt like mom made things worse, you know, 10 times worse, actually. And guess what? Here's what's so cold about it. She's like, "I didn't come here for this, I didn't get up out of bed or whatever for this." And I don't know if she lives there at the home or not. I hear she does. But who's gonna take care of them kids now? Who's gonna take care of them now? Who's gonna cook for them now? Mommy's in jail, daddy's gone. She absolutely was hyping her up. She was. Even if it was unintentional, she was. So it's like, okay, is she going to be the one to take care of these 4 kids? Who's going to take care of these 4 kids now that are left like orphans? Yeah, yeah, that was pretty jacked up. Yeah, those kids started crying as soon as they seen him, They loved their daddy. But where she fucks see, this is where she's gonna get fucked up at, though, Bad Company. This is where she's gonna end up getting fucked up at. This video is gonna fuck her up. I'm telling you. I don't think she's gonna get away with this at all. Matter of fact, I think they may make an example of Miss Kadejah, because I'm telling you, when you look at her doing this Facebook Live, it makes no sense how much she gave a fuck about the comments on the fucking screen. I fucking r I personally believe that she absolutely knew she was gonna shoot that man on Facebook Live. I think she was trying to hype herself up to do it too. Um, so horrible, you know? Just horrible. And said twice she was gonna kill him. "Hey, Queen, what's up?"
She said they was fighting over the gun and he jerked away or something and it went off.
But we know that's not true just by what we seen on the Facebook video, right? He clearly said, "You're pointing a gun at me." Okay? So, and again, we heard the officer say he was shot in the back of the head. The officers clearly believe that he was trying to walk out that door when she shot that gun.
We ain't even seen a magazine yet. And I don't have a flashlight or nothing. Can we go out there and get one?
I swear to God, postpartum my fucking ass. Postpartum depression my ass. The way that lady sat there and antagonized him, that's why I'm saying this video, I'm telling you, this video is going to be her downfall. She's going to wish that she would have never learned about a Facebook Live, because this video is going to be her motherfucking downfall. Because that video alone is going to be contradictive to a postpartum depression type defense. You're antagonizing that man. And even if you are fucking depressed, you still antagonize that man. You're pointing a gun at him up to a minute before you shot it. He's clearly trying to leave. You tell him no. He's trying to get his shoes. You tell him no, he can't even have his fucking shoes. You're trying to take his car keys. You're trying to stop him from leaving. And then you shoot him in the back of the head. Oh no, I think that video is going to be her motherfucking downfall. And this enhanced audio portion of it, she better get a paid lawyer, because ain't no court-appointed lawyer going to help her in this shit.
Yeah, because all the blood's in that area.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, man.
You hear him even talking about how there's lots of blood in that particular area. They're really taking a look at his body placement and all of that, right? And it's obvious he was killed instantly, right? Even in the audio, once you hear the shot, you can hear when his body slumps. I don't know what position he was found in, but to me, this just feels so fucking planned in a sense. And I know I'm not a juror on this case, and I'm just a vlogger. And so please keep in mind, this is just all my opinion. But postpartum depression is just not a good excuse or excuse at all for what she fucking did. And I think that defense is absolutely going to fucking crumble. So whatever family member is playing fucking, Matlock or fucking lawyer needs to sit down and shut the entire fuck up. Because literally, bloggers like me will literally tear that type of shit apart. It would be in their best interest not to say a motherfucking thing, because all it's going to do is inflame people who already hate this lady, because we watched her cold-bloodedly murder that man. Okay? So, it's just not a good idea for family members to try to come out and defend this shit, especially when we got shit on video. You get what I'm saying? So you come on out if you want to and start, trying to fight for your, ooh, it's postpartum. Okay, whatever the fuck you say. I'll break that 5 minutes down over a fucking 50 days. Shit. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Tony.
Yeah, you gonna come back through here or there? I'll leave it open.
I'll come back through here, but
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, this is something to note. He was absolutely, now again, I don't know his exact position of his body, but there's no question he was slumped against the door. That door that he was trying to get out of, he was slumped against it, because several times the officers had to go out an alternate door because his body was slumped up against the door. Even at one point when the woman detective comes in, you're going to hear her in a minute, talking about, which way she's going to go out. He says, well, I mean, if you go out that way, you're going to hit him with the door. So just, note that. He was trying to leave. He was trying to get the fuck out of there. She didn't want to let him go. She killed him. You already know it, Bad Company. Shoot, this is what, my second, third video on it? Oh yeah, this case is a forever case. Yep. So we will get that layout. Kids was right there, sitting right there. Baby right there in the room.
Respond to 121 Halloween Circle. 121 Halloween Circle. Make contact with Ethan Moore in reference to a burglary of the shop.
Cause she's a straight hood bitch. She is. Straight hood bitch. They were not her concern at all.
That one move and takes pictures.
D7, show me a service around Spring Tree. Copy that. B1 also en route. Copy B1.
So I get 362.
I'm
180 anyway.
Yes. Excuse me. In the beginning of the video, I would say in the first 7 minutes, right after the shot, the child is crying and says that she wants her daddy. And she says, "Your daddy's dead. Go upstairs."
Okay, the rest of
That was over here. I pulled out because I was trying to get a driver license, see if she was. Let them know.
Good job.
She told you they were fighting over there.
She said they were fighting, and somehow, well, how'd she put it? I'd have to go back over clean up, but what I took down, they fighting, and he tried to jerk away from her, and the gun went off and shot him. So I don't know who was holding the gun. Apparently she was.
Yeah. Just saying. Why did he jerk away from her?
D7, you can show me on screen.
I don't know, they're fighting over something.
Man, this enhancement is so fucking awesome because you can literally hear it like So much better because we could barely make this stuff out before. We could barely make out what was being said before. But you heard it. You can tell that the officer absolutely don't believe her story already, just based on the placement of his body, the fact he's been shot in the back of the head, where the gun is, all that. So, it's just, you don't usually get an inside look like that. The fact that this was still recording and we get to hear this. So, um, you know, cop said job. I wonder, was that his job calling? He was scheduled to be at work at 9 a.m. that morning.
It's another one of them pulling away and the gun went off.
That's interesting.
I have no idea.
That's interesting he said that. He sounded very sarcastic when he said that, right? He's like, "Yeah, it's another one of them, they're playing, basically, fighting over the gun and it just goes off." One of them, it's like they deal with those type of cases or they see that type of stuff often, or that's typically what people say, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Zozo. I appreciate that. Or Zoe 786. Thank you. Oh, mom's gone. Her mom gone at this point. Gone.
Huh?
We go see somebody's got a flashlight.
I can go get one right quick. Mine. I'll drag everything else up here.
Not only was it a child, it was a newborn. And she had a total of 4 kids that was in that house. 4. 4 fucking kids. Just had one. And I mean, literally, there was a photo of him in the hospital after she had her last baby sleep there for his child, putting in massive amount of work.
Gotta grab it.
Listen, they're whispering. Hold on, let's go back. They're whispering. They're whispering. Hold on. It's kind of hard to make it out. Hold on, but they're whispering to each other. Hold on. I'm turning this up as high as it'll go. Hold on.
I'll drag everything else up here. Gotta grab it.
Yeah, there was they had 4 kids. Yeah, but there was a newborn in the room. They must live on a busy street. You can literally hear the birds chirping, the cars. Hey, D. Yeah, it's horrible. Bad company. Why do you do that? Well, like, she
Oh,
is.
I see back here, boy.
Do what?
Yeah, she's one ugly bitch, man. Let me tell you.
Here you go.
My hairstyles didn't help.
Stepping on the footprint, Pat.
Okay, here's the woman detective. Listen close.
This is where we've been containing ourselves at. EMTs have been through here. Officers been through.
That was in the shot.
Okay. Detective just arrived. He says EMT's been through. See, we couldn't hear this on the original. He's saying EMT's been through. Police been through. Now the detectives are there. So she's coming in like she must be like the senior or whatnot.
Are you going
This is the
So what is the
suspect.
Kadejah Brown? I know that name for some.
Wow. I mean, they're already calling her a suspect. All right. We're 55 minutes in. He just said the suspect. All right. So there was somebody that kind of took her away from where the recording device was going off and going at the times. Because see, the officers are aware that that phone is on. Officers are aware that it's recording. I don't know if I think they have to get a warrant to actually like handle a cell device. I'm not 1000% sure about that. But anyway, they were talking very low purposely, I think. It's very difficult to make that out. But yeah.
Where's the baby at? Do we know?
We got all the kids out.
How many kids were in here?
4.
They were here?
Yep.
All right.
Like they're making breakfast.
2 of them was
Yeah.
infants, so
Yeah. How old are the others?
they're juveniles. I mean, they're probably 8, 9, 7, 8, something like that. Young
Sell
kid.
cake to get them.
Okay, so
He calls 911 as we're saying.
Oh shit. Okay, I got my answer from my earlier stream because I said something about there was rumors and talk that he had called 911 asking for help, asking for an escort, and you all, this enhancement, we just answered that question. This officer just said that Jeremy Brown called 911 for help. He just said it.
8, 9.
So it's true. Jeremy Brown did call 911 for help. He was trying to get out of that house. And by the time police get there, he's dead.
7, 8, something like that. Young kid.
Cake to get them.
okay, so
He calls 911 as we're saying. Come get his stuff.
He calls 911 as we're standing by. Did you hear that?
8, 9, 7, 8, something like that. Young kid.
Cake to get them.
okay, so
He calls 911 as we're saying. Come get his stuff. We don't do that. Him and his mom come get his stuff.
So basically, he said he called 911 to come in, for help to get his stuff. We told him we don't do that, which matches with exactly what I've heard, people say that they said that that post that we were looking at earlier, right? So the officer says he called 911 for help. He wanted help to get his stuff. We told him we don't do that.
Him and his mom come get his stuff. He gets in.
Him and his mom come and get his stuff. He gets in.
Allegedly, they get fighting over the gun and it goes off.
Hold on. There's something. It says something about this struggle over a gun, and then it goes off.
Fighting over the gun and it goes off.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up.
He gets in.
Two of them was infants, so
Yeah. How old are they?
Hey, Nakai.
they're juveniles. I mean, they're probably 8, 9, 7, 8, something like that. Young kids.
Kate to get them.
Okay, so
He also, I'm gonna want to ask for something. Come get his stuff. We don't do that. Him and his mom come get his stuff. He gets in. Allegedly, they get fighting over the gun and it goes off.
so this girl is the girl that lives here.
Yes.
Okay, and then so mom, girl, and the kids were here.
Yes.
Is that it?
His mom. As far as I know.
Okay, what is it doing on mom's name is?
I haven't spoken to them. They were.
When we come up to the door,
Yeah.
she comes running out and just grabbing me, and I'm pushing her back. And she's telling me I ain't asked for anything. She said, we was fighting over the gun and it went off.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take this utterance.
All right, I'm gonna go out this way.
You're not gonna get that door open.
Why?
Well, you have to hit him with it.
Okay, you heard what the officer said. You're going to have to, walk out this way. You're not going to be able to get that door open, the front door open, because obviously if you do, you'll hit him with it. So he, had been slumped up against the door. You also hear that he did call 911. So I think that Columbus, Mississippi police need to talk to this. This man called for help and ended up murdered. This man called for help. This man called you for help. Okay, so you don't do that. You don't, okay, we get it. You don't help people get their stuff out their house. But did anybody make a decision or a conscious decision that maybe some officers needed to go out there and see what the fuck was going on? I think Columbus, Mississippi police, hello, knock, 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 motherfuckers, knock, knock, knock. Most of y'all are crooked anyway. But come on. Is it because he was a man? Like, that's something we've all been really wondering. But to hear that just added a whole nother narrative layer to this that Columbus, Mississippi police most definitely need to be speaking on. And I hope other bloggers pick that portion up, that he actually called 911 for help. And they told him they weren't going to come and help him get his stuff. But they could have at least came to see what the fuck was going on. Maybe he wouldn't have been shot in the back of his head. Hello? Does this mean that the kids possibly have a lawsuit against the city of Columbus? Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud. Oh. Because, very difficult to hear that when the audio's not enhanced.
This is it.
Oh, I thought it was, okay.
They're calling her a suspect already.
Yeah.
So take them up to the sheriff's office.
Have you
done GSR yet?
I haven't done that yet at all.
Okay, they're asking about gunshot residue testing, and the officer's even going to tell her they have not had a chance to wash their hands yet. That was something they were actually looking at from the beginning.
They wash their hands.
They didn't wash their hands.
They have not been able to wash their hands.
They have not been able to wash their hands.
That's formality.
Yeah. Do you want me to? Is she in cuffs?
No, she's out there right now. Just yeah.
Mm.
She wouldn't come. She wouldn't come when I got here.
She wasn't that calm when I got here.
Okay.
That's formality.
Yeah. Do you want me to? Is she in cuffs?
No, she's out there right now. Just yeah.
This is calm as can be, he said.
She wouldn't come. She wouldn't come when I got here.
Wow. This is as calm as she can be, huh? Wow. Yeah, they got her.
I'm gonna look in that closet.
Like literally, like she's sitting in the police, car, like, oh, maybe there's a chance. Nah, bitch, there's not a chance in hell. Nope. Hey, nope.
See if I can find a mag. You good with that?
Yeah, let me photograph it real quick.
Not copy.
The way it is. That's what I was trying to do when I just kind of
Well,
getting into the bedroom yet.
I told them whenever they got here to see if he was deceased, and I said if he was, not to move the body until we got some processing done.
Yeah.
Because I didn't need everything messed up when he got here.
Right. Just right following. Where are the kids at now?
All I know is we took them outside. I don't know. I don't know where they're at from there, Brian.
I got it.
This happened yesterday morning in Mississippi, but it only really started making the news rounds this morning. And crazily enough, even local news in Mississippi wasn't covering this case. It was all us bloggers this morning, that was covering it, that got this. I mean, this case is fucking viral right now. Obviously, because it was all captured on Facebook Live, probably the biggest reason. But yeah, and I mean, all of a sudden, then the local news station started dropping, articles and shit. It's just like they didn't give a fuck, before. It literally took YouTube bloggers to make them give a fuck.
Hey, Pat. Hey, can you look in the fridge and see if there's any baby formula?
You get the others in your vehicle from this morning?
Hey, what now?
You got that from this morning in your vehicle?
Yeah.
Hey, hang me that bottle.
Where are the kiddos at?
Grandma.
Okay. Let her know CBS is probably gonna be calling when they set an interview with two other ones at Southgate Winners. There's the professionals that we won't do it.
All right, so they're already saying off the cuff CPS is going to be involved. So they're already off the cuff. It sounds like the kids probably went to some sort of a foster home, unless some loving, family member took them in. Okay, but we know how that goes.
You're the back car. Rachel's going to take the mom. I need you to take the suspect.
Suspect.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
Jeremy's got all the information on the crime scene log and the report deal, so go take her. You don't want her, right now, she's not under arrest, correct? Or do you want her handcuffed?
In the front, once you get to the car, just tell her, hey, anytime we transport anybody, we need to do this, that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way we don't cause enough for
You see how the police are? You hear what they're saying? So basically, they're going to arrest her. They know they're going to arrest her. They're already calling her suspect. And basically now they're talking about, okay, well, what do we do with the whole handcuff thing, right? And he's basically saying, well, go out to the car and just throw it at her like, we have to do this for your safety, but handcuff her in the front is what they're saying.
Do you need anybody patrol wise in here with you, or can I keep them all outside? No, I got, okay.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, so there's 4 kids. They were here when everything happened. 2 were infants. 2 were maybe 8. We'll have to set up something so I can't winners. Right now, Rachel is taking his mom, and the suspect are going up to SO your statements on their GSR.
Were they both here?
Yes.
So this is where I'm getting a bit confused here. And I think maybe the cop might be wrong with what he's saying. He keeps saying as if the woman in the very beginning was Jeremy's mom. No, that was her mama. So maybe he's confusing that. So I just want to clarify that.
He actually called 911 before he called. Right.
See, he's talking about how Jeremy called 911 right before this. He's even talking about it again. He's given like a brief.
Were they both here?
Yes. He actually called 911 before he called. Right. That's where they stand by. They told him, hey, we don't do that. And then he comes in.
And I could hear it, even though the AC kicked on. He said he actually called 911. He asked for help for escort. We told him we don't do that. Then this happened. Columbus, Mississippi police, you have some questions to answer. You got some questions to answer. Absolutely. Y'all bloggers, please get that information out there that Columbus, that police, that this man called 911 and they did not send any help for him and told him that they do not help with escorts and that he was then later killed. Because that's exactly what that officer just said.
Yeah. I don't know what if it goes to DVR, if it goes to the TV or what yet. I haven't moved any of that around.
All right, they're talking about a camera. There's a camera in the house. They said they're taking the footage with them. They failed him, Queen. Yep.
There's a camera in the bedroom.
There's a camera in the bedroom.
Don't know how to work.
Don't know if it's working. It's pointed down, basically exactly where everything happened.
Yeah.
We're taking it with us.
If it goes to DVR, if it goes to that.
He says, I don't know if it goes to a DVR. They don't know what it goes to, but they're taking it with them.
To the TV or what yet? I haven't moved any of that
So there may be actual camera footage of this event. We'll have to wait and see what police say about that.
Weapon doesn't have a magazine in it right now. I was gonna wait till the coroner got here before we move the body and see where the magazine or any of that. Hey.
And his date of birth.
What's it?
It is Jeremy Brown. Got date of birth. I've written on him.
Look, ask her. There's a camera in the bedroom.
Okay.
Ask her how it works.
Okay.
So they're saying, ask her how the camera in the bedroom works. And the DVR.
That class we went to, I've got a packet of stuff for a death investigation. Do you want one of those out of my vehicle? I've got like 5 in there.
I'm all right right now.
Okay.
Yeah. TV off. Lights off.
Okay. I mean, that's the only thing it has, but okay.
Yeah.
That's the sheriff's office.
Interesting.
It Whose phone is that? I don't know if we heard from his, but she was asking for a phone.
Okay, so they're saying, whose phone is that? And I guess she keeps asking for the phone.
So I'm gonna take it with me.
He says, I'm going to take it with me.
Not yet.
Hold on, let me go back one more. Because he says he's going to take it with him.
I don't know if we heard from his, but she was asking for a phone. So I'm gonna take it with me. Is it in airplane mode? Not yet.
Okay, he said, are you going to put it in airplane mode? He said, not yet. They know it's recording. And it's very possible that they left it recording because they could have, some of these police officers or police agencies or departments, they're finally starting to try to come up with the time. So maybe someone has figured out how to download Facebook videos, in the Columbus, Mississippi Police Department. I don't know. But,
It is not. I've just been taking pictures from so far. All right. We'll do some acrobatic stuff. Right.
So there's only the 4 kids, the mom, and the mother-in-law, or the mom and her mom.
No, not her mom, his mom.
His mom was here?
Yeah, his mom was here.
that can't be possible. He keeps saying that that was his mom. That don't even seem right. And if that was his mom talking to him like that when this happened, does that mean that she shot him in front of his mom? That really changes things a little bit. Lord have mercy. Can someone please help me to clarify this? Because now the officer is reinforcing what he's saying and it don't seem right. It was her mom, right, Talia? Because, the way they were talking, it was clearly her mom. So I wonder why he's saying it was his mom. Maybe he's confused at the fact that the mom came to the scene and was there within 5 minutes of this happening, but was not inside when that shooting happened. She may have been outside, but she wasn't on the inside of the house.
Oh, there's someone outside. I'll give from David. Says it's on Facebook Live.
Like from him or her? Her.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it has to be that because, yeah, thank you for that. And now it is making sense. He's kind of saying that. So it sounds like, I don't know if there's a little confusion on their part, but his mom absolutely showed up. And we know that from just based off our research so far. But no, that was her mom in the beginning, all ratchet and shit. So let's just make sure we're clear about that.
Recording.
Hey, Sheriff.
He asked, is that phone recording? He said, yes. Thanks for sharing that, Queen. Yeah, that was her mother inside during that argument. Yep.
Get out.
Yeah. All right. We're headed that way.
Facts. Exactly. That's what I think. I think that's exactly what's going on. Yep. You see how easy confusion can get started in situations? Man, that enhancement is so good that you notice every time the freaking AC or whatever it is, the heater, the AC was kicking on. Yep, his mom was the one that drove him to get his stuff. That is right. So she could have been outside when this happened. Absolutely, but she was not inside that house. That was her mom. Yep. That makes it even worse. That's horrible. 'Cause the mom was saying, I told him just to walk out the door. And while she was, while Kadejah was trying to explain, well, he grabbed the gun and it just went off. His mom was like, don't touch him. Leave his body alone, like get away from him. Don't touch him. That sort of a thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The wife looked outside when he came home. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's exactly why. Oh, yeah, they're all being interrogated, Queen. That's exactly why it's so good to do these commentary forms and then do like the non-commentary after, because the interaction with y'all as we kind of go through and we listen to this enhancement, I mean, I think it's helpful for everybody. I don't know why there was a gun there. I would think that it was probably for protection, I would hope. I mean, I've got one sitting right next to me right now. But unfortunately, everybody's not responsible gun owners. And there should have never been a loaded gun inside that home, especially when they had been fighting for day after day after day after day. Apparently, from what I understand, they had been up all night fighting the night before. And so, I mean, obviously, like literally 24 minutes before she shot him, she made that Facebook post talking about her son, or I mean, talking about her husband was bisexual. Not even 20 minutes before she shot him. This happened at 7:30 a.m. She made that post at like 7:12 a.m. Like, bitch is straight trifling. And all 4 of the children were right there. And she got 2 infants. She had 2 back to back. So she got 2 in diapers. And they're orphans. Just like that. And who's going to take care of them? Who's going to raise them? 4 of them? Are they going to be able to keep them all in the same home? Is there a loving family member that'll take them in? And who the fuck wants to take on 4 goddamn kids? That ain't yours. It's like she planned this. It was the Facebook Live for me, like the way she was looking. I mean, that pause that she did in the middle of their argument just to read the comments. I was just like, and I really want to see what kind of what was the comments? Why were they so fucking important, bitch? Like, come on. Damn, you can hear the whistling of the AC. All right. Now here, I mean, it's quiet for a minute here. I don't think there's really big major conversation after this anyway, but here in about a minute or 2, they're gonna pick this phone up and, essentially, I'll kinda go right on to it because there's nothing else that's gonna be said, but he's gonna pick this phone up and put it in airplane mode, and that's why the phone stops.
Well, he's not currently taking any pictures.
He just found out at the jail.
What is this right here?
He said, "I found it."
Shout out to the LeakYou community. Please join us.
All
on
right, so
Spotify.
that's it, guys. That's it. That's the video. That's the enhancement. You got it, Queen. That's the enhancement. So let me go ahead and go set the premiere. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Or first, before I even do that, well, let me set the premiere really quick. All right, cool. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to put the redirect on. Hopefully, if you don't get redirected, guys, I did put a link in the chat for you. It's pinned. So there you go. Before we get up out of here, before I say my closing or my closing statements or whatever, let me pay a couple bills. If you don't mind. Shout out to the LeakYou community. Please join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, listen, I do appreciate each and every one of you that come through, grace me with your presence. Those of you that have gotten comfortable enough to drop down in this interlopers chat, okay? I don't bite, I promise. But listen, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through tonight. And, to Jeremy Brown's family, I can't imagine, but our prayers are definitely with you. And so I just want to say that and rest in peace to that young man. And my prayers to his children as well. Now, tomorrow, guys, we have something very insane that's going to be going down on the LeakYou.com channel. Do you remember the Victor Alien interview from 97? The interview with, that one video, that leaked video in which there was an alien being that was caught for 3 minutes on film being interviewed, right? Um, well, a man named Jon Stewart has been doing a very heavy investigation. He's been on Joe Rogan. He's been, on Project Camelot. He's been, interviewed by a lot of heavy hitters. He's going to be on the show tomorrow, 7:00 Central Standard Time, and he has some breaking news in his investigation. He has been investigating that alien interview tape for years, and he has some very interesting information that he wants to get out. And so he's going to be on the show tomorrow night, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super stoked about it. So make sure you're here. Try to be here. I know it's a bit of an uncommon type of thing, but there's a lot of questions that I think are going to be answered. He knows the identity of Victor, the man that leaked that tape, and it's very real. And the whole reason why he's been going through this investigation is to either validate the tape's real or validate that it's a hoax. And so anyway, with all that said, I hope that I'll see you all here tomorrow night, 7:00, where we will be talking with Jon Stewart. I'll have prior to the interview, we'll be reviewing that alien interview, just kind of prep for what's going to be going down at 7:00. So before I let you guys go and let you guys get redirected over, if you have any media, including pictures or video of any UFO sightings, aliens, or paranormal content, and let me know. If you need to be completely anonymous, let me know. I can provide anonymous communications. All sources, especially anonymous sources, are welcome, and I can also help you communicate anonymously as well. If you want to make first contact, use tips at LeakYou.com. It's just as secure as Proton Mail. We use TLS 1.2. Transport layer security. Your envelope will be safe. There will be no sniffing out. Also, if you've been abducted by aliens or have had a UFO experience, please come tell us your story. We don't judge. We actually believe it. We want to hear it. And so get in touch with me. Tips at LeakYou.com. Again, thanks to everybody who came through. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks to the moderators who was dropping links and all that thing. I'm going to go ahead and end this live, and you guys will be redirected over to the non-commentary version premiere. Other than that, I'll see you guys when I see you. Until next time, everyone.